folks. I'm Chuck Jones.
And I'm Randy Dix.
Amar's away on business, but we felt compelled that we had to do a Wrestleheads show, especially under some unprecedented events that is happening in WWE this week. We are coming off of a SmackDown inaugural pay-per-view with an old name of Backlash. And you had two new championships revealed, and then the other championships were either defended or changed hands. So with that being said, we're going to dive right in. SmackDown's pay-per-view, using the old name Backlash, which was traditionally your pay-per-view after WrestleMania. WWE scrapped it a couple years back, and now it seems that they have brought it back to the forefront. And this is going to be SmackDown's first pay-per-view. So with that being said, they start off with the pre-show. Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. This is your future, okay? You got two guys that you saw wrestling it to the bone in the pre-show, and you can tell that down the line, they're going to be in a main event competing for a championship.
Yeah. I'm just fucking with you. See, it's like this. I look at it like this. You got Baron Corbin. I think Baron Corbin's ready to go. He's a villain. Big man, 6'8", 6'7", whatever the fuck. He can talk. He got the look. He got the alternate look. And then you got Apollo Crews, who got fucking ability up the ass. He's like a Bobby Lashley on another fucking level. And he smiles entirely too fucking much. And it's kind of creepy.
The boy loves the gram.
Okay, you got good teeth. Congratulations. Thank you fucking didn't stop smiling. You know? And I think that's his problem. That's going to stop him from fucking getting forward. Just, like, nobody want to see that shit.
After a while.
See no happy-go-lucky motherfucker.
After a while, he going to stop smiling. When he get tired, he going to stop smiling.
See, the bad thing about the WWE is so many fuck-ups. Somebody going to knock one of them fucking teeth out. Well, it's bound to happen.
Well, again, that's another situation, you know. But they started off the pre-show. They had a good match. Baron Corbin took the win.
Yippee.
And then the pay-per-view started, and they start off by introducing one of their new championships, the SmackDown Women's Championship. They had a 6-pack women's challenge. Participants: Becky Lynch, Carmella, Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, I'm sorry.
You gotta remember, it's Brie's the little tits, Nikki the big tits.
Right. Sorry about that, Brie.
Or a.k.a. John Cena's bitch.
There you go. Nikki Bella, Natalya, Naomi, and
come on, one more.
I'm missing one more.
Alexa Bliss.
Man, and how could I forget her?
I don't know.
She kicked ass tonight. I mean, Alexa Bliss, she wrestled her ass off tonight. You know, she was all over the place. She was on her spots. I really got to give all the divas credit, or the younger
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, the younger women credit, because man, they brought it tonight. They came to play. You know, there was good moves, and you know their match lasted a long time before they started eliminating each other. But when it was all said and done, it came down to SmackDown's #1 draft pick, Becky Lynch, picking up the victory over Carmella.
Yeah.
And you can tell that Carmella versus Brie Bella is still
Nikki.
Yeah.
What's with the fucking Brie?
I don't know.
You got Brie in the ring?
I don't know. You know, she had a nice dress on E, and it just, I don't know. I guess it's been on my mind.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
The other Bella got the bigger.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she's hot. But nonetheless, yeah, you can tell that whole angle with Carmella and Nikki Bella is going to continue. And man, Carmella, she established her dominance tonight. Alexa Bliss was off the charts. Naomi wrestled a hell of a match. I mean, athleticism personified. But in the end, it was SmackDown's #1 draft pick, the last female to come up in the Divas movement, Becky Lynch, taking the championship.
The lazy motherfucker. I'm sorry, man.
Her participation was kind of low in this match.
It wasn't fucking nothing. That bitch took a fucking goddamn 15-minute powder. It's like, shit, you seen that match? Everybody else was working. You seen Brie Bella, excuse me, see, now you got me saying this shit. Nikki Bella, you seen her ass fucking working her ass off. And then the supposed champion that you're trying to sell us on, She takes a powder, don't even do a bunch of moves, and she wins the fucking match. It's like, okay, I get it. She was y'all fucking #1 female draft pick. You gotta put her over. I'm sorry, I would have liked to see somebody more deserving, and I think her title reign is gonna be a fucking flop. You know, because I had aspirations. It seemed like she didn't turn it down. If you look at all the top females that came up, like the first 3, Charlotte's been money, and you know, and they were saying, oh, Sasha Banks, and including me, Sasha Banks was the best. And the sad part about it is, it's starting to be like, I'm calling it that Daniel Bryan theory, where it's so you get hyped up in the chase for it, and then when they get it, it's like, wow, that sucked. Because that's what happened to Sasha Banks' first title reign. It was like, you wanted her to get it, you like, oh man, she been busting ass all these years, and then she get it, you like, yeah, I could have had a V8.
Whoa.
And your girl Becky Lynch, I think she gonna be another one, because to me, I don't know. I didn't like that. I'm like, if you're gonna win the title, you know the old theory, you gotta bust ass in that damn match. You know, even if she get her ass kicked the whole fucking match. Because I don't want to be sitting here after a fucking pay per view, sitting there saying, damn, trying to think of like, oh yeah, boy Becky Lynch. Oh yeah, no, she didn't do shit. Like damn. Shit, I mean, you look at that match. Alexa Bliss showed up and showed the fuck out.
She did. She really.
Naomi still do what she do. I mean, Natalya. I even seen a little extra out of Natalya. I mean, fucking. That's why I said Nikki Bella fucking brought some shit, and then Carmella eliminated Nikki Bella in the shit. Carmella was pretty fucking good, and I ain't had no faith in fucking Carmella. That shit surprised the shit out of me. And then it's like the last one on the depth chart, who performed the least. Was the one that won it all.
Yeah.
And that's the more you know.
The crazy thing about it is, you know, SmackDown's going to go live on Tuesday. We're going to see, you know, who they're going to start the feud with Becky Lynch, you know, and see where they're going to go with the women's title. You already know that Carmella and Nikki are going to continue working a program of their own, but it's definitely something to look forward to. Moving on into the night, you know, going back to this past SmackDown episode, leading into this, the tag team tournament for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos turned heel, and you know they're starting this whole, you know, sweep the leg movement, you know, where they just taking people's legs out, you know, like Karate Kid and whatnot. They took out Jordan and Gable after they lost the match to him. So they found themselves on the pay-per-view tonight wrestling another qualifying match to get into the main event for the tag titles. And, you know, so they went against the runners-up on the other side of the bracket, Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley. They had a good match. Yeah, they had a good match. And the Usos prevailed, which now put them in the tag team finals match that will be later on in the night against Heath Slater and Rhino for the new SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It was a decent match. You know, the Usos are wearing black now. They're not wearing the face makeup. They're not crying to Samoa no more. So, you know, like they're just totally on a different level. It's like they just went dark now. You know what I mean? So it's typical heel turn. And
you gotta remember, they needed a heel team over there on SmackDown. It seemed like everybody, other than the extension, and you really don't give a fuck about the extension.
I mean, they ain't even wrestled tonight.
Shit. Other than that, you know, the match was cool. It was cool. I had no problems with the match. I mean, you got Zack Ryder, who's a constant performer. Mojo Rawley, I seen a little bit more out of him. It's like some of his moves surprised me.
That guy's all over the place.
Yeah, he really believe in that fucking hype shit, and he's like pure energy. Like he's like a ball of energy. So I mean, you know, they had a good close but no cigar. The Usos prevailed to the finals of the tag team tournament.
And so after that match went down, you move into SmackDown's Intercontinental Championship match, The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, which was definitely a candidate for match of the night.
Damn.
I mean, these guys brought it. They brought it in, out, and through. And The Miz showed technical wrestling, hold to hold. You know, obviously it was a ploy to get back at Daniel Bryan, but he's showing that he actually can wrestle. And him and Dolph Ziggler wrestled a classic. They obviously got good chemistry in the ring.
They gave him time. They gave him time to work.
Everybody had time tonight. In fact, the pay-per-view still stopped 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
You know, so they're definitely going to have to, next time, add another match to fill out their card a little bit better. But I can understand where they were going with it this time. You know, time had to get thrown off because of some substitutes and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not going to take anything away from that Intercontinental Championship match. If you didn't get a chance to see it, you got to go on the network and you got to check it out. Because Miz and Ziggler, they took it to the next level. They got their time to work, and they delivered beautifully. It was a great match up until the horrible ending where, you know, Maurice had to spray the perfume in his face. And I felt like you should have just had the Miz beat him outright.
But, you know, they didn't want to do that because then that'd be giving Miz momentum. I'd be like, oh, shit, he had a clean fucking win. You know, he's supposed to be a heel. He had a fucking clean win over Dolph Ziggler. And then, you know, Dolph Ziggler, you got him still doing that Bad News Bears shit. Where it's like, he just can't fucking win shit. So, you know, they're gonna stretch that shit out that you can't win the big one, Dolph. You can't win the big one.
Yeah.
Like, that poor guy. See, where you fucked up at, you had the opportunity to get the fuck out of there, go to TNA, you should have. Because, like, now, you just fucking curtain jerking for people now. I mean, shit, you had to let bum-ass Dean Ambrose beat you. And Dean Ambrose can't wrestle nowhere close to his fucking level.
Well, the thing is, you know, it ended up being a great match. They had great chemistry, but the Miz's Intercontinental Tour continues.
And congrats to the fucking Miz for pulling out another one and showing motherfuckers that you can wrestle, even though we already fucking know that shit. But some people act like they fucking absent-minded and shit. Like, oh, he can't wrestle.
He was pulling out some good submissions tonight, man. You know, I can definitely say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell Daniel Bryan to suck it.
Yeah. So with that being said, the way their match ended, I don't know if they might give us another one on Tuesday, but I think that'll probably be it. It's gonna be somebody else trying to challenge for that IC belt.
And that's the scary part. Now, Dolph Ziggler gonna be out of the Intercontinental. Where he gonna be working at? He gonna be pushing brooms and shit in the back.
Hey.
He gonna be taking Billy Gunn's job parking cars now.
Ain't no telling, man. There really ain't no telling.
Motherfucker gonna be a curtain jerker. Shit.
Yeah, the whole thing with him keep on losing, and there's a few that just keep on losing, you know, where you're just really wondering what the hell's going on. But, you know, we'll see. Only time will tell with them.
Let me stay back for the money.
Now, moving on to the night, you know, the next matchup was scheduled to be Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Unfortunately, Randy Orton was not medically cleared, so they pulled the storyline of Bray attacking him in the back before the night started. So they call in the substitute, Kane.
Well, you forget first, Bray Wyatt won by.
Excuse me. Yes, Bray Wyatt defeated Randy Orton by countout. Forfeit.
Yeah, but they counted to 10.
Right. So
I don't understand that shit. How is it gonna be a forfeit, but you count to fucking 10?
Well, because it's like the equivalent to a countout. 10 in your out.
But if they said he can't fucking go, then what the fuck do you gotta count for it?
Well, that
it's
was
a forfeit.
That was at the request of Bray Wyatt to make it look worse, just like how Bischoff beat McMahon in that match that time. So anyway, you know, it's ridiculous. Yeah. So anyway, they sent Kane out. They sent Kane out. It's a no holds barred fight. Him and Bray Wyatt actually had a hell of a match. Like, we're watching this match and we're watching this shit halfway through, and like, I'm thinking to myself, Bray Wyatt's having a better match with Kane than I thought he would have had with Orton. They were all over the place. They were beating the hell out of each other. It was a beautiful thing till Orton came out. Orton limps his ass out there. He's got a cast on his leg.
But
you know,
fucking slid in there nicely for an RKO.
Man,
and delivered an RKO.
And slithered out nicely too. He RKOs him. Kane picks up the victory, goes back to the goddamn bench now with the fucking victory, and Bray Wyatt loses again. So you tell me what the fucking purpose was of that. Obviously, the match between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt is going to be rescheduled, right? So why not let Bray get that victory going into the match with Orton? You know?
Because it makes too much
Kane
sense.
takes the victory, he goes back home and chills out. He'll be at Golden Corral tomorrow talking about I beat Bray Wyatt.
Nah, he going to be back in Tennessee selling insurance.
Talking about I beat Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? Like, it had no bearing on anything. You know? And then, like, Bray Wyatt, no Wyatt family. It's like, what are you doing? He's turning into the fucking Brooklyn Brawler before our very eyes. You guys remember that shit with the Brooklyn Brawler where when he first came out, he had Bobby Heenan, he had the hat, he had the jacket, all that shit.
Yeah.
By the end of his fucking run, he had a tore up t-shirt on and some jeans. And that was it. No entrance, nothing. He was already in the ring. When they start doing that shit to Bray Wyatt, that's when I know, you know, fucking completely tore this guy down. That's another one. Can't get a victory. You give him all these fucking build-ups and everything. Have him go against monumental people. Eventually, you gotta let that dude win. Ain't nobody gonna be fucking fireflies in a minute if he keep fucking losing. The shit don't make no sense. You know? I think his situation is worse than Dolph Ziggler's. Because fucking Dolph Ziggler, he likes to lose. He jerks off to losing. He loves that fucking shit. But fucking Bray Wyatt, he don't fucking like to lose. He fucking gets out there and he fucking paints this picture about how he's gonna eat your fucking world, he's gonna eat your kids and shit. He's gonna scare the fuck out of you, he's gonna have you under your bed fucking scared, and then he goes out there and falls to whatever finishing move you got. So what the fuck are we doing with Bray Wyatt, people? You know? After a while, you just gotta say, this is ridiculous. The way he went out there and manhandled Kane, I'm sorry, he picked Kane's big ass up and did that fucking move on the chair, man. Like, I'm sorry.
That dude's powerful. He's more powerful than you fucking thought.
That alone should have left Kane down.
He picked up Kane with fucking ease. And it wasn't Kane, you could tell his big ass wasn't jumping out. That was Wyatt.
That's what I'm saying. That alone was good enough to beat Kane. It was on a chair. You know what I'm saying? It was on a chair. It was convincing. Plus, Kane was the goddamn substitute. Why does the substitute wrestler win this match?
It makes no logical
You
fucking
give
sense.
Bray Wyatt the victory so you can say, look, Randy, I had to beat this dude because you wasn't here.
And I beat you.
Yeah.
I got a victory over you because you couldn't hang.
Now, Bray Wyatt goes out to SmackDown on Tuesday again with an L.
The sad thing about it is, this was actually a good pay-per-view, but we already got like damn near 2 kitchen bitch contenders right now.
Like I said, the match between Kane and Bray Wyatt was good. The match between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler was good. Tag team match, good. Women's match, good. It's just you question some of the outcomes and the direction in which they're going. But nonetheless, we'll move on. So then you bring out the tag team finals. Now you got the brand new SmackDown tag team titles out there, which looks like fucking little replicas of Jeff Hardy's belt in TNA that he created. It's that purple strap with that silver shit again, right?
I think it's blue.
Whatever.
It's because it's a blue brand.
Whatever. So you got them funny looking belts now
But that
out there.
That Hardy belt was like the most trash fucking belt ever fucking created in the fucking world.
I'm thinking,
I can't agree with you.
why do your tag team titles gotta look this bad? Why they gotta look like this?
What? I just want to understand what's with these fucking nickels and fucking penny shit. It's like, damn, it is so hard to go back to the original fucking belt. Like, that was classic. They want to be so fucking anti-different. And I'm sorry, WWE, I know you motherfuckers like them fuckers from, what's this shit with the Paul
American Chopper.
Yeah, the motherfuckers from Chopper, right? They make you fucking belts. Look, a goddamn ice cream truck don't agree. See?
Thank you.
Shit out. Watch, they gonna turn shit back on. But, the thing about...
Oh, yeah.
You got fucking meringue
that shit
going
turns
on?
off because of fucking, that fucking club on fucking in Scarface. What was that shit called?
No, it make that, you know what that shit make me think? Motherfucker when Savio Vega used to come out.
Yeah.
Doing all that shit. But anyway.
The Babylon.
What the fuck?
That's what that shit was called. Where fucking Frank used to take him to eat all the time.
Yeah. With the fucking movie references. But, oh man. That's why I say this shit gets fucking frustrating. You know, as a fucking wrestling fan, you get fucking frustrated. They do shit to frustrate the shit out of you.
When you look at those belts, you gotta get frustrated. Just call it what it is. They could have brought back the old WCWs, but those classic WWEs never got old to me. Never got old. And even when they went to SmackDown and they changed the world from red to blue, they still look good because it was the original design. You could have easily done something like that. But instead, we're gonna have this tag team match now for these belts here, okay?
The blue belts.
All right, so the feel-good story of the night. Rhino and Heath Slater.
Man beast.
And all his illegitimate children banking on him to win this match, to get this contract.
So you can get that double Y.
Against the Dark Usos. I gotta tell you, Him and Rhino, they did it. They won the match. They had a good match with the
It was
Usos.
a good match.
They did what they had to do to win. They beat the heel Usos. They are the one of the best tag teams in wrestling right now. No matter how ridiculous those belts look, they're tag team champions. And that makes them one of the best. I gotta personally say congratulations to Heath Slater. You know, every foolish and silly and ridiculous thing WWE has you do it with your head up, and you deserve to win this. And Rhino, you just fucking walked back in the door. Congratulations. Vote for Rhino.
Yeah, I'm
You know what I mean?
for whatever fucking
You running for some kind of office.
It's not only that. You look at poor Heath Slater. It's like they have him get his ass whooped by Jinder Mahal. Then you go back. He's Brock Lesnar's bitch damn near every fucking year for the last 3 years. I mean, shit, hell, when he was in 3MB, he had to get a fucking somebody unboxer. He had to get a fucking get his ass kicked. It's like this shit you remember when it was around the Raw anniversary where they had all the fucking legends running trains on them. Hell, even Lita got a piece of the fucking action.
I mean, Sid Vicious came back and that Jerry curl still looked good. And he was whooping on fucking Heath Slater's ass.
Vader.
Yeah. Man, and Vader could barely move, and he got his ass. I'm surprised Bob Backlund ain't choked him out yet. But nonetheless,
good old Bobby B.
Nonetheless, congratulations to Heath Slater and Rhino. You guys deserve it. I don't know how long you're going to have it, because obviously American Alpha. Yeah, you got American Alpha. And their feud versus the Usos is going to happen.
This is going to happen. It's going to be on a SmackDown. They're going to make them drop to the Usos. Then it's going to be the Usos versus Alpha. Mm-hmm. And that's how they're going to go. Because they set him up. The Usos took him out. So the Usos eventually going to get the belts where it's going to be not only retribution, it's going to be for the fucking belts. You can book that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much wrestling psychology 101. That's definitely how it's going to go.
Because they would be like, the American Alpha would be like, you only got them belts because you did dirty tricks and took us out after we beat you.
Never mind that we fucked up that whole fucking match.
Yeah, that was
and both tag teams for that little 2-minute win was shit. The finisher was shit. Everything was shit. Because they fucking rushed it. The only good thing was when they swept the leg. That was the best shit about it. Like, I gotta say, I love the Usos fucking doing that shit. Fucking sweep the leg, bro. Fucking take him over. And that chop block. That chop block is getting business done, too. You know? So, nonetheless, just to do a brief recap before we go into the main event. Okay? Your new women's champion is Becky Lynch.
Lazy.
Your Intercontinental champion still retained, The Miz.
Great.
Your new tag team champions, Rhino and Heath Slater.
Good feel, good stuff.
Now for the big enchilada. The match that started at 7 o'clock because I guess nothing else was booked. AJ Styles versus your champ, Dean Ambrose, for the WWE World Championship. It's only a matter of time before they start calling it the SmackDown Championship. But in my eyes, that is still the original belt. That is still the highest prize because I'm still booking that one higher than the Universal title right now.
And that shit sounds so whack, the Universal title.
We're going to get to that in a minute too because we got news on that too. But let's finish up SmackDown. So AJ versus Dean, book it. They had a good match. It was 30 minutes long. You know, they pulled out all the stops. I mean, they had a good match. AJ Styles is just, man, he's on another level. And barring no expense, he's the new WWE World Champion. I mean, I think there had to be a couple of winos back by the liquor store that thought Dean Ambrose was walking out champ. Everybody knew he was dropping tonight. I mean, it was a fucking no-brainer. He beat John Cena. You want the belt on him because he's a heel. He's going to entertain you. He's a guy that's going to talk it and back it up. And it don't matter if he gets in the ring with an advoc. He's going to make him look good. So
you got to look at it like that. Like, as of late, Dean Ambrose is like one of the lowest rated champions. So
I'm not going to call him one of the lowest rated champions.
No, I'm telling you.
You are down on Dean Ambrose, Randy.
I'm giving you facts and figures.
Look,
what they were saying with the show.
How you gonna call it a fact?
I'm not making this. I got my personal feelings about that.
You're right, but how you gonna call it a fact when we sitting there watching that man wrestle and bust his ass? What he did against AJ tonight? What he did against AJ tonight was good. What he did against Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler was good.
Okay.
It's like you kind of downgrade. You can't look at the crap he do during the week for SmackDown because he really ain't done shit. Now, is that his fault?
Yes.
How's that his fault when all he do is talking?
He's the fucking measuring stick of this business.
And he walked in there with a sombrero on the other day.
Hey.
He pulled up in a cab the first night out.
Hey. I'm sorry.
Is that his fault?
The dude had the belt before the brand extension.
My thing
He
is,
was the champion before that. You gotta just face facts, man. It's like this, and the crowd, you can comment too. It's like this. Think about this. You can pick between either.
shooting?
I don't know. Sound like he's a farting or
Fireworks.
Now,
So the AJ celebrations are still going on.
you look at that match tonight, and it was cool, no problem. But I'm sorry, the 2 Roman Reigns matches were better.
Oh Lord.
Hey.
Eventually, this is what it goes back to.
No.
You know, we start talking about Dean Ambrose.
No.
And he got to pull Roman Reigns out his ass.
No.
Goddamn Roman Reigns. Goddamn Roman Reigns.
Hey,
that's all we hear.
No. Because all bullshit to the side, everybody say Roman Reigns can't do this, Roman Reigns can't do that, right? So,
as a lady,
I was telling, me and
that.
Amar was talking about it yesterday, and we saying like this was a measuring stick for Dean Ambrose. Because if you seen AJ Styles in there, him and Roman Reigns had almost 5-star fucking matches.
So you telling me
now,
that he didn't perform well against AJ tonight?
I said that Roman Reigns matches was better.
Oh my goodness.
And everybody, what I'm saying here, everybody handed Dean Ambrose this shit and said, oh yeah, he's so superior. He's ahead of Roman Reigns. He's right up there with Seth Rollins. And I'm saying, I'm sorry,
Dean
son.
Ambrose
has
been a good wrestler.
Dean
He's
Ambrose
been
is
a
cool.
good champion.
He's been okay.
He's done what he had to do.
It's been
for
nothing
what he
exciting.
had.
It's been nothing that it was fucking cracked up to be or advertised.
But Randy, think about wrestling in the last 2 years. What really has been exciting?
Okay.
Besides Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
What has been exciting with a champion?
What?
Brock Lesnar's the only exciting champion we've had. Everybody else's title runs have been duds.
How the fuck he was excited? He wasn't even there.
Because when he
It was a fucking cardboard.
Look, yeah, and it says a lot when he comes back. It says a lot when he comes back and defends his belt.
You drink today?
No, I didn't drink nothing but that diet root beer.
Shit.
But no,
I have to fucking say it like the old people back then. You want that Shine Nola boy?
Oh,
you sure?
Allow me to finish because I have a good theory here.
Please.
The reason why I say what I say is simple, right? And you guys know this by watching our show. You may not like Brock Lesnar's part-time schedule, but him as a champion has always been box office. He goes out, talks shit, destroys you, and does it again. Now, let's look at Roman Reigns' title reigns. They weren't that good, right? Because you put him in bad situations. Look at Seth Rollins before he lost his. All they had him do was run. So my question is, with all of our champions that we've had, Randy, when have they had a decent reign in the last 2 years? Even with Cena's, we've all sat here and wanted more and wanted more and wanted more, and we're not getting it. Even with Finn Balor, he had already predicated Finn Balor wasn't going to be that good of a champion, even though he dropped the shit the next night. Because he's not saying that because of Finn Balor the individual. He's saying it because every champion that we've had in the last 2 years have all had crappy title reigns. Not because of the wrestler, not because of the ability, but because of the storyline that is written into these wrestlers after the reign. It seems like, because you brought it up earlier, and I believe your theory, it seems to me that WWE is interested in the chase more than the reign for all these champions. Because we ain't had no good champion. If you think about it, all the champions that we've had, exception of Brock Lesnar, have had flaws and have had shitty title reigns.
Okay, here, let me try to dissect.
And it's by design.
Let me try to dissect some of this shit, this bullshit you said. Okay, let me rephrase that. The Brock Lesnar bullshit. Now, you say Brock Lesnar had these fucking title reigns. The dude only defended the belt twice, if I'm correct. I think it was Royal Rumble and then it was WrestleMania. Because after SummerSlam, he got the belt and then he was... You didn't see him for the rest of the fucking year. Now, with that...
Richie Valens shit outside here?
Hey, it's a bomb out shit. But,
I know what's good for the silhouettes. This ain't it.
But... I can't consider somebody that defended it twice a good champion. I'm sorry.
Okay, man.
I can't. I'm not done. I'll listen to you. Now you listen to me.
Got it.
Now, with that being said, even with the Seth Rollins shit, Seth Rollins had so many phenomenal matches. I can't really say it, even though, and I was the one that said that shit about the bitch running and all that fucking shit with that title reign, which was true. But when they let him win that U.S. title against John Cena, he beat Cena clean. So it's like, okay, he got a statement win right there. The Dean Ambrose shit, like, they had him go against Dean Ambrose like 9 fucking times. starting out his fucking title reign. The dominance he had over fucking Roman Reigns. I mean, I can't really say, truthfully, Seth Rollins' title reign was a flop. It got better. The sad thing about his shit, it got
campaigned against Seth Rollins.
Hold on.
And said it was a shitty title reign. At this table, on this show.
I know what I said. And I'm saying his shit got better towards the end. The sad shit is, towards the end of his fucking shit, when he got hurt, it got better. It was getting better and better and better. That's what I have to say. That's all honesty. For the majority of it, yeah. Everything I said is fucking correct about his shit. And then who was next? Then Roman Reigns. It's like it was supposed to be Seth was supposed to pass it to Roman Reigns. Seth gets
Don't forget about Sheamus. Sheamus is in there too.
Yeah, I'm finna get to that. So next thing you know, you had a fucking tournament. Roman Reigns fucking wins the shit. Then you have Sheamus kick his fucking head off, and then he takes the belt, and then Roman Reigns in a great match with Sheamus, with McMahon interfering and everything. Fucking Roman Reigns goes over for the second. Was it the second time?
Yeah.
Yeah, the second time. Then you had all this other fucking shit goes on and all this other shit.
But see, that's what.
It was too many stop and start title reigns, and I mean, and the thing about it is, the people need to sit here, and this is to you people out there. You can have your personal feelings about Roman Reigns. I guess you figure he got handed shit, but I'm sorry if you look at Seth Rollins, he got handed. Kevin Owens got handed shit. Motherfuckers like that. But you don't say that when it's your argument.
But see, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is like, I think every title reign has been shitty lately because they're valuing the chase more. Because when these guys get the belts, you're waiting for more, and we're not getting it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that kind of goes in with my theory with, it was like the Daniel Bryan shit. You know, with all the fucking, the bluster people talk about Daniel Bryan and this great wrestler. I mean, first off, you can't consider his title reigns because they mostly, except the first time he won? I think that might have been the longest one.
Yeah.
When he had the gold belt, and then Sheamus kicked his fucking head off in 3 seconds or how many fucking seconds?
That was one of the worst days.
And fucking WrestleMania, I didn't understand that shit. Like, they whole theory of doing that shit, it was stupid. But other than that, that was like his longest one. Other than that, you know, it's like.
But see,
everybody put Daniel Bryan on this fucking pedestal, and I'm like, okay, he was great on the independents. I get it. He came to the WWE. He had some really good matches, like the one with him and CM Punk. It was Money in the Bank. It was one of them years at Money in the Bank. That was really fucking good. And I'm like, he gets put on this fucking pedestal. Like, I'm sorry, it's just like a good player. You think about a good player in the major leagues. You just real good player, but you fucking injury prone all the fucking time. So it's like, can you really say that this dude was like up here? Because it was always starts and stops. And like with them giving him the Intercontinental title, they gave him the Intercontinental title. Next thing you know, he was gone. And it's like, you look at all his title reigns, other than the tag belts and maybe the U.S. title early in this shit, was all marked with injuries. And other than the short title reigns that they gave him.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, just as of late.
Yeah, the last few years.
Yeah, as of late.
You can say like the last one.
It's like
here, fuck it. You know, Punk got his ass kicked last night, but CM Punk was the last fucking great fucking title reign I think we seen.
Yeah, probably.
And that was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So, and that's the truth. I mean, you know.
Because other than that, all they've been doing is valuing the chase.
And that's the sad thing. It's like
you don't let the champion be a champion no more.
You know, the only one. Oh, scratch that. And this is the truth right now. The only one I've seen that had a good title reign is fucking Charlotte. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Charlotte and John Cena with that.
And fucking Rusev. And Rusev right now.
But we talking in terms of just the big one.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
the top of the fucking food chain.
Yeah.
And you got to throw the Miz in there too. This the sad part. We talking about the lower level titles. That's having good reigns.
Yep.
And then the fucking prize, you know, the Finn Balor shit, you couldn't help that. That shit happened. And Seth Rollins got to be careful with that fucking shit because that fucking powerbomb, too many motherfuckers starting to get injured from that shit. From that one fucking move. So he need to re-examine that shit. Maybe he need to take that shit out of his repertoire. But other than that, you know, they got this bad precedent of fucking champions. You put all this into the chase, and then when after you get it, it's no substance. And
that's the exact point I was getting at.
No, and that's what I said. And I said that earlier because I just sit back and been looking. CM Punk had the last great fucking title reign. I mean, of course, I don't think nothing gonna happen like that no time soon. Of course, they gonna want to beat that shit just so they can say they beat CM Punk's fucking title reign because WWE has some hard on for passing people's title reigns, just like with the AJ fucking Lee. Even though Brie Bella Big Titties couldn't wipe her ass in the fucking ring, but
I wouldn't mind watching it.
Yeah. But see, and that's the fucking problem. I know we gotta fucking move on, but that's the problem. They put too much emphasis on the chase, and not when the champions get the championship.
They don't get their just due.
Yeah.
They don't get a chance to really reign supreme and have good rivalries and have good defenses.
Yeah, and that's the sad part.
Yeah. So, in a nutshell, that was your Backlash pay-per-view. Also, we had some big news coming out of Raw this week. We had a new Universal Champion.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks.
Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We haven't been on the air.
Yeah, so, I mean, congratulations to Kevin Owens, the new WWE Universal Champion.
Yeah.
Triple fucking hold, brings his bitch ass in there and takes the dude's fucking spotlight and his fucking moment. Yeah, good job, Preparation H. You strike again.
Yeah, so basically, I didn't agree with him like, hey child, here's your belt.
No, look at
here's your blessing.
No, he took it to all four corners, nigga.
Yeah.
All four. He walked around all four. He stood there. He flexed. Then he finally took his fucking slow ass outside and he tried to flex on Mick Foley. And I don't care what nobody said. He disrespected Mick Foley.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and ain't been seen since.
Yeah.
So we wonder like maybe we'll see him on Raw tomorrow.
This week we was expecting, or now it's last week. Last week you was expecting Triple H. I hate when they do that shit. Anytime where he involved in the storyline, he do something, then you don't see him. It makes no fucking sense.
And he just disappears.
Yeah. I'm like, you screw over Seth Rollins, you screw over Roman Reigns for this shit. No explanation, no nothing. You got Stephanie sitting there asking questions. We know goddamn well nobody believes her ass. It's just a matter of before she turns on Mick Foley.
Just a few TikToks is all it's going to take.
Before she turns on Mick Foley, you can see that shit coming.
Yep.
It ain't no way that she go basically say it sooner or later that Triple H don't make a move without telling her.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So basically what their situation is over there, and like I said, congratulations to Kevin Owens, but we know that he should have won it. He should have won it in a better way. The whole thing with Triple H just hovering over his moment like that, that was the only thing I didn't like. But we're not taking away the fact that, the champion's on the right guy. There's no doubt about that. And also, they got their number one contender stuff taken care of almost. It's going to be Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. However, Roman Reigns has an opportunity tomorrow on Raw
to get
himself into that match. Now, I honestly don't think that's going to happen because him and Rusev still got to finish their war.
But see,
Rusev was fucking in Bulgaria.
But see, you got to remember, he's on that 23 days, some shit, fucking money move. So, apparently, they're going to give him all that fucking time because that shit was on Total Divas because they had the one in Malibu. That's where they originally got married, legit. And then they went to Bulgaria, like some Beauty and the Beast type shit where they had a grand crown fucking wedding and shit.
Man, they did it really big over there.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna give that dude they're gonna give him all that time because they letting the WWE film all of that shit, and WWE gonna be like, oh, you gonna let us film for the Total Divas? They gonna be selling that shit on there, so I think they're gonna give him all that time. We probably don't see Rusev to fucking Clash Champions or something like that.
See, and then I ain't gonna lie to you, kind of gotta say a couple things about that. I like Rusev, but if you're gonna take the United States Championship with you, you should come lay somebody out and then go back or something. Like, it's just like the same thing we bitched and talked about with everything else. Championship's got to be here. Now, I personally think, number one, we haven't been on the air. But, I said it last time we recorded, and I'm going to say it again. Like, I see the rise in Roman Reigns. I see his development, basically. Like, to me, he's getting better and better and better. I see him getting better and better and better. Okay? You know what I mean? And I got no problem with that because now I'm starting to see more of the character and stuff. And I felt like his feud with Rusev was magic. But if it was going to get interrupted because Rusev was going to go get married and do all this stuff, perhaps they should have waited on Roman Reigns and him until maybe he got back. Have Roman Reigns cream a few more people and get the momentum up. Because, like, the thing is, I'm not taking nothing away from their wedding and shit, but they had something real good cooking. And they just fucking pushed the pause button on us. You know?
Long ass pause. Bro.
Yeah. And like, okay, so you're gonna have Roman Reigns entertained back into this main event picture again. You know what I mean? And that's cool, but we all know the big storyline is Seth Rollins versus the Authority. You know? Which is not putting the focus.
Which they not even talking about it like that.
Right, but they're not putting the focus where it needs to be, which is on Kevin Owens.
Which I did
enjoy. And the Universal title.
From Raw, Seth Rollins putting everybody in their place.
Oh, man.
That was cool. I wish he would have used a couple of cuss words, you know, because his voice started getting squeaky after a while, but, you know.
He was hot.
Yeah,
he went out there and took care of business.
He should have told Stephanie, shut up, bitch! And then that would have fucking everybody went, whoa.
That would have fucking buried his career. Like, remember, they're the ones that look superior on the mic, not nobody else.
Shit.
And cry me a river with that shit, right?
I don't understand that shit, but yeah. Other than that, and Kevin Owens looked like a champion. He dressed up like a fucking champion. Mm-hmm. I'm like, hey, it's all legit. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that too. And I honestly, like I said, I'm not taking no slight from Roman Reigns, but I want to see that Kevin Owens Seth Rollins one-on-one. So, okay,
you know. But what you just telling me this about, you know, Russo's going to be going longer, then you can bank Roman Reigns going to be in that main event match. I mean, that's when you get the returning Rusev, screw him. Sabak. Yeah, good old Sabak. To the back of the head. Yeah, fucking Rusev should be a champion. That dude, that's some next level fucking talent. Well, and I think they're slowly fucking realizing this shit. Well, you know, I thought the Royal Rumble was going to go to Kevin Owens. Apparently it's not. Maybe that's Rusev. I told you that I think they was going to pull the trigger because they wanted somebody brand new to hold the title. When we seen that Finn Balor won that shit, I was like, remember I told you, I said, they want somebody brand new. Yeah. I think they're fucking trying to transition this shit to the Authority versus Seth Rollins. You start to see Seth Rollins' full face turn as we speak. So, that's where the Triple H shit came in there. So, they're going to stretch this shit out all the way to fucking WrestleMania, probably. For him versus Triple H, Seth Rollins versus Triple H. So, I'm saying we got so many news and notes, I think we should start rolling into that. All right, right before you hit the news and notes, also Sasha Banks came back. She's clear. She's ready to wrestle. She's challenging Charlotte at the show. What other news we got from Raw real quick? No, and speaking of that, a lot of people in the back did not like her little pretending she was gonna retire. It was a lot of frowns back there because they said she tried to dove like that Daniel Bryan shit, and it's like it fell short. I thought she was gonna retire. I don't think she should have went that road anyway, because you know she's cool. I don't know, because she keeps saying, I'm the boss, and it's like now, when she talks, it's like becoming more and more unbelievable. But see, that's her. Like, and that's her. No, I get it, that's her persona, but you got to show me more boss before you call yourself the boss. Like, she's got to be able to show you. Yeah. It goes back to the same thing that we've been talking about. But let's not also forget, Bayley pinned fucking Charlotte. Yeah. On Raw. So that's why I said they got this, it's supposed to be Sasha versus Charlotte. But then, where the fuck Bayley? What you gonna fucking just kick? Just like what they always do, just kick Bayley to the side. This is the only time you ain't saying go back to NXT. No, yeah, because honestly, you know, very few people pin Charlotte clean. Because I mean, you think about it. Bayley came up for the pay-per-view, was her partner. Next thing you know, her ass was sent back to NXT. Then some weeks later, oh yeah, after Asuka kicked her ass, you're like, okay, you can come to Raw now. Yeah. So. Other than that, getting some news and notes. First off, we got to get it off the top. Fucking CM Punk's fucking choked out loss to fucking Mickey Gale. Hey, that motherfucking Mickey Gale was on that nigga like a spider monkey. I mean, like, it was the kid is good. You see it. He was just on him like it was quick. Like he was on CM Punk's ass. CM Punk can do shit. I don't have a lot to say about that except for you went over there, you tried it, come back to wrestling. That's it. Vince got to get on his knees. And Triple H too. It doesn't necessarily have to be WWE though. He could go over to Japan. He could do New Japan. Why? Because they can't afford to fucking. That dude is a transcendent star now. That dude can go anywhere and wrestle. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if he don't want to work for Vince McMahon, Okay, because obviously there's some bad blood there in the courthouse and everything.
Yeah, I think somebody firing you on your wedding day and doing it on purpose.
Right. There's some bad blood there. So I wouldn't expect it to be WWE, but
And a lot of
obviously this MMA shit ain't gonna pan either though. You got fucked up. You ain't Brock Lesnar. You can't just go over there and beat people.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Nonetheless,
so
people gotta remember
I thought the guy was gonna take the fall. I thought that guy Mickey Gale was a picked opponent.
CM Punk had the balls to get in there. Nobody else can get. Everybody can sit there and talk shit. Triple H can run his mouth. I bet you wouldn't get his bitch ass up in there.
Let me tell you something.
He wouldn't want none.
Let me tell you something.
It takes balls to do what he did.
You can say it takes balls,
balls.
But you also got to have common sense, man. Everything was against him to begin with. If he got all these injuries from pro wrestling, perhaps full contact MMA is not a good option over the age of 35. But we were talking about this a long time ago. I don't slight him. He went out. See, look, here's my thing. Look, I'm not slighting him for that. He went out there. He tried it. Obviously, this ain't a good fit, right? You're 37. AJ is now making his mark at 39, which means you still have some wrestling left. Even if you don't want to work, for WWE, you still got some wrestling left. You know what I'm saying?
40 minutes. Okay.
You still got some wrestling left. If it's not for WWE, you can wrestle anywhere. You know what I mean? And just tear it up for people. You know, name your price, name your schedule. Whatever. That's all I'm telling you. Anyway, go on.
You gotta have big fucking cash. CM Punk is a transcendent star. You gotta have big cash.
I understand that.
So that's what I'm saying. Win, lose, draw, fail. He puts asses in seats. That's a fact, Jack. Now, with that being said, CM Punk got his ass whooped. You know, it wasn't a good weekend for Chicago. But moving on from that, the other biggest fucking thing of the week was Del Rio getting his release. I guess he had to fucking agree, like, yeah, we parted ways amicably with the WWE. You know, he said that shit. He had a press conference down in fucking Mexico, and he sat there and said he want to wrestle for at least 2 more years. Then he want to own an MMA promotion. He gonna try to do some announcing and shit. So it's like you can tell he's starting to. This is like his last run in his career.
Right.
So he's trying to diversify his shit. So hopefully, I hope he would go down to TNA because we ain't even talking. TNA's been cooking, man. They've been cooking over there.
Yeah, Amar dropped some info before he left.
That's what I said. Like, I'm just telling you, like, TNA with fucking Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corrigan, being the president, taking control, and Dixie Carter starting to be which they pretty much pushed her ass out of the fucking company.
And then then I also saw the news on Wrestleheads too that Corrigan's trying to get the whole thing. He's trying to buy the whole thing.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to. Dixie still owns a big piece, but they're gonna try to buy. I think they're gonna buy her ass out. That's what it's looking like. And I mean, she got to face facts. I'm like, okay, you was the first. You can say technically the first woman owner. I mean, congratulations with that. She tried some shit. It didn't fucking work because, first off, you got to put the right wrestling minds people. I think that shit has to be revamped. I think like they got that big motherfucker look like Vader. I think it's time for him to go. I'm like, you sit here, you get it look like you got Cody Rhodes gonna be working between Ring of Honor and fucking TNA. You got fucking Drew McIntyre over there. You got Bobby Lashley there. You got Matt Hardy. It is weird broken shit, but it's fucking working.
Hey, speaking of Ring of Honor, they struck a deal with Wade Barrett.
They look like they're in talks, so anything is gonna be imminent. So I think Wade Barrett gonna be.
I thought Wade Barrett was done with wrestling.
Nah,
I think
he was done with the WWE.
That motherfucker drew that picture. I said, motherfucker, I thought you was done.
Motherfucker, that was the damn fucking King Barrett shit. He was done. That was him saying, I'm done with the WWE.
Goodbye to bare knuckle brawling.
Shit, the dude was really, that's why his nose looked like that. He did that shit in real life.
That motherfucker nose look like that because he British.
Go look up his shit and you see how many fights that dude. That dude had a real fight. He's a legit badass.
Go
look it up.
Yeah, he's so bad. He gave us bad news week in and week out. Was usually involved in an injury or something that he had sustained.
Hey, that dude was good. Another good English dude on the mic, and they didn't give him a fucking chance. That's the thing about it.
His best was with the Nexus.
Well, his best was he had a couple times, and I mean, you know, some freakish shit happened. Like he got injured a couple times at some freakish times. That's the fucked up part about it. But I mean, it is what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So you got right now with the whole Del Rio shit. You got fucking Paige looking like she wants to quit. But she still, I think her contract ain't up to like 2019.
I understand Paige might have a little grief.
She got a major grievance.
Okay, but she's still young and she still got a lot of life in front of her. You can't let that El Patron sausage, that fucking chorizo, stop your money. Like, you gotta sit up here and do this.
You know
getting
it, man.
You know why CM Punk was able to walk away? You know why AJ was able to walk away? Because they had been established. They had been wrestling for fucking ever, right? Paige is only like 23, 24. You know, she still got her best years in front of her if she plays her cards right. You can still blow them on the weekend or, you know, or during the week whenever you have your off day or whatever.
Chuck,
but don't let that fuck up your career.
You're missing the whole fucking thing.
You know, this Divas shit is real. Like, this women's movement is real. You want to be a part of this right now. Because you never know. They might wash this whole thing away in 5 years,
dude,
and go back to panties.
Before, you got to say this. This is fact. One, before she even started fucking Del Rio, they already pushed her to the side. She's already thrown to the fucking side. Two,
she still was getting paid.
I'm sorry, she can get paid anywhere. First off, her family owns a fucking wrestling company over in England. She got paper. Paper ain't the problem. That's how when somebody can sit there and say, you know what, I want to quit. You know why they can quit? Because they got paper.
I guess so.
With that being said, do you want somebody to tell you who you can fuck with?
I mean, they got a wife on the side.
Do you want a job that tell you who you can fuck with?
No, not really.
Exactly.
Unless it's somebody good looking.
No, because you know why? Because they was telling her that, because I bet you one of their higher ups wanted a piece of Paige's ass. And Del Rio was giving her the goddamn Del Rio link. Or the chorizo. Or
the little, what is that dark sausage they have? That Amadosa.
It's chorizo.
No, there's another one. It's that I saw that.
Or you can say you're giving her the chile, or either fucking one you want to fucking say.
Giving her the Turkish link. Huh?
He ain't Turkish. Okay. The point is, who will fuck want somebody to tell them who the fuck they can fuck with?
Even that big long Dolores. Huh?
Okay, you completely off the fucking rails. Now, that's the whole fucking thing, and it's a matter of principle. Yeah. You gotta have fucking principle.
Okay,
because you sell your fucking soul to these motherfuckers. If you let them say, okay, then what else they gonna tell you what to fucking do? If they know you gonna bitch down and do that shit, what's next?
Okay.
Then somebody will come to you like, yeah, like maybe Triple H might want a piece. Yeah, you gotta fuck Triple H. Or who that other fucking dude, the dude that told her, the motherfucker from Total Divas that be talking. He's the motherfucker that told her.
Mark Carrano,
yeah,
I think his name.
He's the motherfucker told her like, yeah, you gotta stop fucking with Del Rio. That ain't none of they fucking business.
I think what he said.
Did the motherfucker tell John Cena to stop fucking with Mickey James and all them bitches when he was married? I don't think so.
I think what he was trying to do was give her some advice and say, hey, this may not be good for you right now.
How is her personal relationship?
Because Del Rio has a wife on the side, like you never know.
That ain't none of that goddamn business. Look how many bitches Vince fucked on Linda.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Look, hey, you want to bring up facts? Like, here's another fact.
No.
When motherfucking Triple H was fucking with Christy Hemme, hey, what happened? Stephanie got her ass canned. That's why nobody never talks about that. Why Christy Hemme miraculously got fired, and next thing you know, she in TNA for 15 fucking years.
Making real good money announcing.
Shit. Because you know why? Because Triple H was fucking her. That's why.
What other news and notes you got there, fella?
Yeah. I'm talking about your fucking heroes. Nobody
it ain't got nothing to do with that. That's just a little controversial.
Shit. Hey, it's the truth. It's out there. The story out there. They know it. What else? Shit. Fuck. I had something else. I had all this shit fucking remembered. You got the Cody Rhodes shit. You got fucking we talked about that, the Del Rio shit. We talked about shit.
We did the TNA stuff. You know, Lucha Underground starting back.
It already started back. Started back this past week.
There you go. You got that, and then
you got the fucking. It looks like fucking Ricochet finally gonna make that fucking move to the fucking WWE to NXT. You know, Let's see what else we got. Look at my damn shit.
The good old Wrestleheads Tron 1700.
Wrestleheads Tron. Oh man. Yeah.
But you know, I mean, the thing is, like, you know,
running with that shit.
the thing is, you know, there's a lot of shit that's happening, but you know, I don't want Kevin Owens to have a shit title reign. I don't, you know, now that AJ has it, where they gonna go from there? Okay, obviously him and Dean Ambrose are probably gonna have a rematch or whatever, but then what? You know what I mean? Who's the next hard guy that's gonna get the shot at AJ? You know what I mean? That's the only problem with SmackDown. We saw it tonight. They ended their pay-per-view at 7:30. You know what I mean? You don't have enough people. They gonna have to get some of them cruiserweights. Like they was talking about that shit. Sending some cruiserweights over to SmackDown. They gonna have to.
Sorry.
You know?
Just comb big man's ground. And that's like a parking lot. That's exactly where I was standing. It's on the other side of the building in the back.
Broken Man Hardy. What a fucking bum.
Hey, but it's fucking working for some weird fucking reason. That shit fucking works.
I hate that shit, dude. That shit just fucking drives me up the wall.
And it's fucking crazy. That shit works. Well, Hideo Tommy got fucked up again.
Why is Finn Balor? But him and Finn Balor spent a lot of time in them hospitals, man. Them motherfuckers, they stay in the goddamn hospital.
Shit, like that. That motherfucker injury prone. Let's see. Del Rio fucking explained. Let's see. We can go to this one. He said he wasn't comfortable no more. I felt like the stuff they were doing with me, he decided to move because what they proposed to his ass when he first came back, like, oh yeah, we're gonna put you with Paul Heyman. And then they put him with bum ass Zeb Coulter. Which that shit did, it made no sense. Like when they put them together, you like, wait a minute, he was talking shit about Mexicans and shit next to, you know. You put him. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't look good. It didn't look right.
Like him with Paul Heyman, I think that would have worked.
Went on?
You need to,
Yeah.
you need to leave. You can't go through your 30 minutes.
I guess we can go hear that Mr. Fuji stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess you better go
R.I.P.
break the
Fuji
news.
again.
Yeah. R.I.P. Mr. Fuji, man. You know, we had our Funaki consultant over here that was supposed to do it, but apparently he had to go do some shit. You know, take it easy.
Number one announcer.
Yeah. You know, take it easy and shit. But I mean, for the most part, that's our show today. You know what I mean?
Not only that, it didn't look like Kurt Angle gonna be working with the WWE because they talking about putting Kurt Angle on the WWE 2K18. You know how they did Sting, Goldberg, Ultimate Warrior, and shit like that. Which that'd be cool because that usually opens up a door for him to come back.
Yeah.
And, you know, it'd be nice to see fucking Kurt Angle one more fucking time. You know. Oh yeah, and what we forgot. It's looking like towards the end, the fucking Cesaro. I think Cesaro's out after this fucking best of 7. It's looking like Cesaro's gonna shake because his contract coming up.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't blame him. He even another one should go to TNA. I'm sorry, you know it's like the WWE had their chance. Cesaro was there. He been there for 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
He been there a long time, and it's like you got fucking Vince talk this brass ring bullshit. I'm like, if you really wanted him to succeed, you would have kept Paul Heyman with him.
Yeah.
But then you took him away, and then it's like next thing you know, you wanted Cesaro to be that good wrestler, and be the curtain jerker, which you didn't turn Dolph Ziggler into. Dolph Ziggler then gave up, you know. And it's like Cesaro, you get out of there, you get the fuck out of there. Go to TNA. They got something going on. I ain't never spoke this much up on TNA, and I'm like, I'm seeing shit going in a positive direction. It took a new leader to get in there and just start slowly making change, and they slowly getting these people. You go over there, you can get Cody Rhodes, you can get fucking Lashley, EC3. It's like they keeping their own stars, and now you got like Sandow. You got all these motherfuckers over there now. It's like, I'm sorry, TNA might be the place to be again. You know, get the fuck out of there, Cesaro. Like, they're not gonna make you champion, man. That's just real talk.
Don't get on the plane with Sully.
Well, they made it.
Yeah.
Did you go see that movie?
No, I saw Don't Breathe.
That shit was crazy.
That old blind man was fucking him up.
That motherfucker was sick. It was all hard when the old girl shoved that shit in his mouth. I was like, oh god, that was horrible.
That was the last bit of nut he had. was just so happy they killed that loudmouth motherfucker at the beginning. Man. That motherfucker that was running his mouth, that fake ass Shaggy 2 Dope. Oh, I'm so glad they got rid of that son of a bitch. The old man looking like Ultimate Warrior before he passed. That's what he looked like, a warrior.
God damn.
That was real shit.
Oh shit.
Anyway, I'm not trying to spoil it for y'all.
Hey.
But we better get to the kitchen.
Hey.
Because we got to wrap this puppy up.
Oh yeah. And it looked like the Chris Benoit movie, The Crossface, is going forward.
Yeah.
You know, I know you got mixed feelings about that shit, you know. Oh yeah, then Kurt Angle brother, you know, he killed his wife, right? So
Look like Jerry Lawler, brother.
yeah, I know. He looked like he sentenced to 2.5 years out of 10 years for one count of voluntary manslaughter. Yeah, I just felt like maybe if he had a different color, they would have thrown 25 to life on him.
They'd have shot him on the spot.
You know, he would got a good old 25 to life and shit. Like, yeah, because I mean, goddamn.
That's that privilege, boy. We be talking about that privilege.
Like shit, that dude, he killed his wife. I think he did that. I can't breathe, and he put his knee on her or some shit, and she got that shit. But you know, hey, and not only that, the Final Four of the Cruiserweight Classic is coming up on Wednesday, which has been really good. It's coming down to Kota Ibushi, Zack Sabre Jr., Grand Metalik, and T.J. Perkins, who used to be Manic, and then used to be before that used to be Suicide over in TNA. Dude's pretty fucking good, and it's a sad culmination because, to be honest, Daniel Bryan should be the job Daniel Bryan should be doing, is being an announcer other than the GM, because he's a much better announcer.
Broadcaster.
Yeah. Broadcaster. You know, and shit.
You got anything else? Or we going to the KBs?
Goddamn, she got titties. China mother wanted her daughter reinvestigated. You know. I
understand that, but she's dead. What else you got?
God damn.
She's dead.
Okay, I mean, some people, you know.
She's dead as Julius Caesar.
God damn. You got a heart like Hitler.
I don't have a heart like Hitler. I believe in letting motherfuckers rest. When they dead, let them rest.
But sometimes in life, people need answers, man.
I understand that. Stop being so goddamn nosy. Answer real questions like, how long they gonna have Braun Strowman and Nia Jax just beating people jobbers? How long they gonna do that shit for? A year?
Okay. Let's get to the KBs. Here, you got one?
Not really. I mean, I pretty much complained through the whole show, so I'm good.
Okay. One. I don't know if it's a racism thing, but I'm just saying, man. Naomi not getting no fucking belt after how many years she been putting in work is fucking disgusting. You know, I don't understand that shit. Becky Lynch looked like shit tonight. And she ain't been on that fucking next level, because if you think about it, she's always going to be the third one out of the fucking three that came. Now,
she's the third champions, though.
No, she's the third one to become champion. She's the third one that showed that she can have a good match. I didn't see Sasha Banks have good matches with people. Becky Lynch, I ain't seen her go next level since she been on SmackDown. I ain't seen the next level shit. Well, you be like, damn, that's why she's the champion. I done seen it with Charlotte, time in and time out. You know, they were saying that she was better than Charlotte. They were saying fucking Sasha Banks. I'm sorry, fucking Charlotte need to get her credit. Second generation wrestler, genetically superior. Charlotte's been getting it done since she been up on the main roster. We already know what she did down at NXT. Charlotte has already been a 2-time women's champion, a fucking former Divas champion, a former NXT. She already been a fucking world champion 3 fucking times. I'm not counting the NXT shit. But between the other two, she's been a champion, world champion 3 times. And I think she's gonna go where her daddy goes. I think she's gonna have a lot of fucking title reigns.
Probably.
You know? And I mean, she's money in the ring. She got the goods. And that's just plain and simple. You know? And then what's the other shit? The other kitchen bitch. Let's see. We could just say fucking management. Because I mean, we said it earlier. Fucking Triple H sticking his fat ass nose in fucking people's business. You know? Like a fucking aardvark. You know? Motherfucker. I'm like, I don't understand that shit. He fuck up Kevin Owens shit. It's like he always fucking something up. For all his great ideas, fucking NXT. Game, you got that. You know, NXT is on some next level shit. You know, hey, bringing Bobby Roode, signing Eric Young, You turn the NXT in its own fucking brand. Hey, bring in fucking Athena, aka Ember Moon. When she nailed that motherfuckers, I think they call it a total eclipse now. But I know from Independence being an old face, that's like one of the most amazing fucking finishing maneuvers. She could do that. Well, I seen her do it as a dude on Independent. But, you know, motherfuckers like that, I'm like, Triple H, stick to that. Like, stay out. And then if you do a storyline, bring your bitch ass back, explain, this is why I did this. And then you can get the fuck out of there. Seth Rollins could have came out there, you had security stop him. No touching. You get the fuck out of there. I just hate these half-ass storylines. It's like you have the fucking ability. You got 2 shows now, so that means you got more time to explain storylines. You're not crushing just enough for 2 rosters into 1 show now.
Yeah.
You have time to explain shit. And I'm starting to see like SmackDown is kind of being that show where you get more explanations out of shit nowadays. And then Raw's like, they just try to push shit through. You got 3 fucking hours. I hate to see that shit like with the fucking cruiserweights.
Yeah.
And that's another bad idea. Don't fucking have no cruiserweight belt on fucking SmackDown. Bring a TV belt or something like that. We don't need 2 cruiserweight fucking belts. 1. Just 1. And come up with some original fucking ideas for a belt. I'm tired of seeing all the belts look the same.
They gotta have 2 of everything.
Yeah. Give me 2 of them. Give me 2 of them.
1 red and 1 blue, but they don't promote gang violence.
So the Raws, the Bloods, and you got the fucking SmackDowns, the Crips. Fucking disgusting.
Shouldn't have to be like that.
It's irritating. The whole fucking shit is just irritating, man.
And
I expect more. I want to see more.
And they better not be making no money off the side for Connor's cure either.
You know they taking some of that fucking money. Shit. They pocketing that shit. It's just like the NFL with the breast cancer shit. They sit there and play with people fucking shit like that. People dying of fucking cancer. Like everybody's been fucking touched with that fucking disease. You know? And they shouldn't even play with that shit. But not to get into the fucking goddamn violin shit. But at the end of the fucking day, you know, you have the chance to make more shit happen. That's what I want to see. You know? If you need some creative minds, get some new creative minds. Stop with the same old fucking shit. Stop with the fucking disrespecting people. I'm like, every title reign, it's somebody disrespecting. Every title reign, you don't finish the title reign, the chase be more. And it's like Kevin Owens, they didn't even have no chase for him. It just, bam, happened, you champ. I understand it was a fucking Hail Mary because of Finn Balor going down.
Yeah.
But, I mean, shit, I just want to see more. You got more to fucking offer, man. And that's it, man.
That's right, Russell. Have a good one.